I don't know. I guess I just have a huge fascination in randomizers.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've seen, it's like there's been a couple more randomizers since people started randomizing Super Metroid. Like, I think there's like a number of Final Fantasy ones as well as one for Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, randomizers
Chrono
have
Trigger.
they've definitely become very popular as of late.
Yeah. I think it's, you combine the nostalgia of the old game and then you add an element of surprise to it. So
Yeah, a bit of a new experience.
So it's perfect for someone like me who never gets interested in new games whatsoever.
Yeah. See, my biggest complaint with most randomizer is that they don't offer enough randomization.
It's like, yeah, I can see that. It's like, some things you just can't change though, but it's like, at the same time, you wonder why they don't do more.
Yeah. I mean, like, take Super Metroid, you can like move and randomize items, but that to me is just kind of boring. I would prefer to play it with the randomized door locations options on.
That reminds me, there's a Super Mario World door randomizer, or exit randomizer rather, I think.
Yeah.
So many randomizers. It's like, I am spoiled for choice at this point, with all of them. One of these days I should play one. So yeah, I'm just heading my way back to Brinstar yet again because Drew kept in the whole backtracking thing.
There's a lot of excessive backtracking in redesign.
Yeah, it's like the hints help, but if you're completely lost, but they don't help the amount of backtracking you still need to do, even with the hint system.
Yeah, see, the point of backtracking is that you're gonna be like clever in a way. Like you get an item and then you remember a location you've previously seen where you use it. The interesting part with backtracking is taking your new item and looking back on everywhere you've been to judge where you would want to use it. That's the interesting part. Actually going back through old content is not the interesting part at all.
Yeah, I think that redesign is probably a bit big for backtracking, and maybe that's why you just get really lost.
Yeah, I would have
feel
to this.
It just feels a bit more like a slog than it is, actual progress.
I would definitely say redesign is way larger than it needs to be. And it's something I see a lot in novice game developers, especially in the fandom scene.
Mm.
I'm not sure why, but it's like...
Yeah, it's kind of hard to have a term for something like that. Anyway, we're now on the Zeebs Express. And we'll go to Brinstar, because why not?
Neat. See, I'm part of the Solo Classic community, and there's a lot of people that make like a huge overworld, because, I mean, Zelda games have huge overworlds, right?
Mm.
But then they don't have enough interesting things to fill their world with, so it just feels empty and
samey.
tedious. Yeah. If you don't have anything interesting to put in your world, then don't make it large.
It's like, I can understand, like, you know, trying to make the world bigger as a means to make your world bigger, but, you know, at the same time, it's like, you gotta draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like, is it big because the world is big, or is it because, you know, I want the player to explore it because it's big, make them feel that's big?
Yeah, you need to consider like the playing experience. That's the important factor.
Yeah. Anyway, I've just collected the first set of super missiles,
Nice.
so I'll shortly be on my way to picking up Charge Beam, provided I don't die in the process.
Alright, we got Ifrit. More summon magic.
Of course, the next area that I'm headed to is a long way away, because why would Drew put anything useful close to each other?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, we get it, the world is big.
Needs to be bigger.
And bigger and bigger. Bigger means better, right? Not all the time.
Very seldom, I would argue. The spear was not as powerful as I expected it to be. Maybe the dragon class just have awful stats. Oh, and I randomized the colors of the outfits the characters have depending on their class, so it looks super weird too.
Ah, so they
Like I have a knight in lime body armor and like purple chainmail.
yeah, I think I was messing around with the Chrono Trigger randomizer. And it's like randomize all the people. I was like, okay, and just all the colors were swapped.
Yeah.
That was very hilarious. Well, I found my way to the grapple room in Brinstar, which I think held high jump. I can't remember if it did or not. All I know is there's a lot of water and there's a grapple point and there's a thing that you fall through when you are finally done.
Nice.
It's very descriptive and it was very useful.
Well, this boss fight's going wonderful.
What are
My
you up
best
to?
damage dealer died. I still haven't found like any shop that sells resurrection item, and I don't have a resurrection spell.
That might cause problems, I imagine.
Yeah, so any character dying in a boss fight is basically dead, and like my main damage dealer got one shot and
That sounds really bad.
yeah. At least my other two, like, sort of tanky melee damage dealers are very tanky. Ah, hey, that actually heals the boss. Let's not use that. Oh, we're gonna be here for a while. I think that's 3k HP. From the one to No, it was a save point right before the boss. Maybe I should just die.
Perhaps. Or you can be the scum of the earth and use save states or anything.
No. I'm not using save state. That's not really my style. Well, not these days anyway. Well, there went my entire party.
Yeah, it's okay to be cheap part of the time. Oh. I found another super missile tank, and I realized I left another one a long way back. Farewell. I'll go get it later.
Alright, let's actually go into the boss fight with full health. That might actually improve my odds. Wow, that went even worse than last time.
Got a clean wipe.
No, I like literally one-shotted my character, my damage dealer at the start of the fight with
Yep.
a basic attack.
So basically, you're in trouble.
I just hit reset and reloaded my save. I guess I'll put it on the back line. Technically, that character is like sort of a mix between melee and magic, but the melee is stronger because my weapon is broken. But I guess I'll just stick to doing summoning magic.
Of course, Drew liked his underwater segments in Brinstar.
Yeah. There's like one really bad one in Axeil where there's like a pipe with fishes that goes up and you have to freeze the fishes to stand on.
Oh gee. I'm not gonna be a fan of that when I get there.
It's optional. I think it's either for a missile tank or something.
Oh, well. Just get it after space jump. But yeah, I'm referring to the early...
as long as you have gravity suit, it's fine, but I guess I don't know which one of those are first.
Yeah, I'm currently in the early underwater section where you used to have to jump between a bunch of blocks underwater, but now there's just bridges that you have to put up first.
In Red Brinstar, right?
Yep.
Section I refer to is like up in Pink Brinstar, I believe. Well, this guy seems to be dying. Oh, no. Don't charm my fucking... damage dealer. It's gonna be problematic.
You know, I'm just having problems with this water jumping physics.
Yeah, they're kind of awful.
There's like, the gameplay is already pretty slow as it is, but all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you have to make it even slower now.
Alright, defeated the boss. Good job. Hey, you dropped a leather shield, the first shield in the game.
Well, that's just nice and dandy, isn't it?
Yeah. That could be useful.
And I'm at the back of Varia Suit, which you can't get unless you either do something or just go and defeat Kraid.
Yeah, you need to kill Kraid. I mean, it's still better than in the original where you need to kill Kraid and you get Ice Cream from Norfair first.
Yeah, that was a major pain. But even so, it's like the Hell Run segment is pretty much unfeasible for me now. Since you only are operating on 2 E-tanks instead of 3, I think.
Yeah, but the Hell Run is also optional.
It
in
is.
Axeil.
It kind of feels like the heat run is not really balanced, you know, insofar as progression goes and, you know, what players can and can't do. But I don't think it was ever meant to be like that. It's like, from what I recall, they also removed like the midway save point and recharge station or something.
Yeah.
So it's like you're basically on your own with that thing.
But you're not meant to do it anymore, so...
Yet somehow it's still an option. And made our way to Legoland. Meaning that I'm close to the boss, I think.
Yeah. Let's see, where was the healing?
Now I'm doing a very minor switch puzzle to open the gates to Kraid. Of which there are spikes that are sometimes spikes, and there are spikes that are not spikes. Just make our way up and out.
Oh, I see what the problem is. Just wondering why I didn't do any damage.
Defeat the mini Kraid and onto the final bits of corridor. Of course, there's a purple door.
Always the purple doors. I never understood the point of those, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Drew mentioned something about them being lore friendly or something, but it's like, you could just make them powerbomb doors and be done with it, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe give them
they are in Metroid 1, which is what he means, but...
Yeah, it's like, we really don't need to take too much influence from the original.
Yeah. Like, I don't think the purple doors add anything to redesign.
Yeah, I think the fact that they took away the powerbomb doors, honestly, is like, you might as well just use those as the ones that you use in the end. Because, you know, powerbombs are meant to be pretty powerful at breaking stuff.
Yep. Hey, Phoenix Downs. Damn, they're super expensive. I guess you're meant to use like resurrection spells in this.
And I just finished killing Kraid.
Good job.
Yep. Still pretty easy despite the extra damage that Kraid now deals.
Kraid isn't that hard of a boss fight.
Yeah. You just can't, you know, be silly like you were in the original Super Metroid. Because,
Yeah.
you know, you only have one E-Tank, you get dealt a lot more damage against you, and yeah, that's about it. It's better than some of those other hard hacks that are out there that just basically just do nothing but increase Kraid's health.
Yeah, that don't really make trade harder in any meaningful manner.
Yeah, it just feels more like a, as I've stated before, just a slog.
Yep.
So I'm now currently climbing way up to unlock a gate. Because Drew loves his gates.
Yep.
But at last we're done with Kraid, so we can just go to the next place.
Whoop. Of the crates like Varia Suit and Ice Beam. And
Yep.
I think there's a lot of backtracking after. No, you get speed booster after Ice Beam, right?
I don't
Or am
remember.
missing something? Me neither. See, I gave up in both the original version of Redesign and Axeil of the Grapple Beam.
Well, I played the original redesign and I still forget.
Yeah.
Mind you,
My
it
problem is,
was quite a while ago, so...
yeah. My problem with, like, I got Grapple Beam and then I just, like, I lost interest in it. It just wasn't enjoyable to play.
Yes, the grapple gauntlet. That was a huge pain.
I got past that, but it's just like all those stupid morph ball quote unquote mazes got more and more common, and they're just awful. And the explorable space just becomes too huge to be interesting.
Yeah, I can see why it's like some people can get just burnt out over the whole thing.
Yeah.
But now we acquire Varia Suit.